Ever since you've gotten that hat, you've just chosen not to listen to me. Remember, I'm the master here, and I could kill you anytime I want. Gonna make you want to mate, but there's no one around. Deal with it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more of our Ark misadventures. And there's a snow owl over there. Oh, it's a good snow owl, too. I'm doing a bunch of recording before I start a mutation project again, which will probably be snow owls based on the response to the snow owl video. But, yeah, so we're over here. Oh, no. Not passively, just passive. Okay. I got very... Jormungandr almost just fucking murdered this poor owl. Oh, hello, Mr. Therizin. Oh, Jesus. But, Brain, we can do this. Potentially. But, yes, so we're continuing our, boss prep stuff while we do some other things. So, today, we are over here in the tundra for... Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe we have to give up on the owl. Oh, jeez. Let me on. No, that was a max level theory. Sad. Okay. Shit's already going bad. Okay, we're over here, though, in the tundra of Jotunheim for something that we actually already tamed. We're going for X-Uteranus. I kind of offhandedly tamed one during the Snow Owl video, but I would like to potentially pick up some more. I'm still not 100% sure on what I really want to tame as far as, you know, Uteranus is between this and the greater. So I think what we're going to do is probably tame a handful of both and go from there, unless we get like really good X ones right away. It is fantastic the fact that my Basilisk can one bite knock out a Therizin, because I actually did bring Narcotic today. So I could potentially tame this fella, which would be really good because, honestly, with us having more artifacts for the dragon, there is a chance we do the dragon first, and it would be interesting for sure if that's the way that this ended up going. But yeah, guys, let's get started on the search for that, and yeah, I might come back for that theory. I was also kind of just like testing out my Basilisk as far as there is in hunting. And yeah, let's try and find us some Uteranuses. It never fails. I stopped recording to turn on something, like to listen to, while I searched, and fucking spotted a Uteranus. And it's max level. So let's give you a love nibble, and that might do it for you. So we'll have to wait and see. Because I remember the last Uteranus we tamed. It was one bite to knock it out. But then I also tried... You know what? I think I actually know what happened there, because I was going to say I tried to tame a greater one while we were doing the... Oh, why can't I think of it? Okay, our Basilisk is going to run, which is not really ideal, because he might end up hitting... But there's a Microraptor. There's a lot of stuff happening and that I'm not really a fan of right now. But, okay. So, I swear we knocked out one with just one bite before. So, maybe I'm wrong on that. Are you coming for us still? I kind of want him to, like, kill a dodo and eat the dodo. Well, it's not really a dodo. It's kind of like... I don't want to say that's the exact opposite of a dodo, but it kind of is. Because I don't want to kill it. And, like, we deal so much damage. It probably would live... But, I prefer to be safe for this. Come here, buddy. Can you, kill him? You wanna kill that Anki there, bud? Oh, we're uneasy. Fantastic. Actually, that might be good for us. I think I hit him, too? Yeah. Okay. That's good, and he ate... So, the way the Fjordur works... Perfect! Oh, fantastic. I was going to say, it's going to reduce the amount of torpor that we deal because it's going to reduce our damage. See? I'm glad I didn't. That health is fucking abysmal. That is... Holy... Hang on. So I have to check this into Dodo Dex. That is 11 points into health. That is terrible. Maybe it made up for it in another stat. So that's something that we can hope for. So yeah, let's safeguard this Uteranus and get this all tamed up. Surely this Uteranus has, like, gotten something to, like, redeem its stats. Also, I don't know why I'm, like, freezing now when I was, like, fine before. Maybe it's because we're in the shade or something. Uteranus. It got 34 points into oxygen. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. I mean, 28 stamina, 27 is really good. I wish I remembered the stats on our other Uteranus that we had. Like the other X one. I always love that it is a consistent... If I stop recording, that's when something happens. But, okay, it's a nice 112. Oh, we're feeling uneasy. I mean, that's good. What we're going to do in the meantime, I think, is kill you, and then I think, can I not burrow? Can I not burrow if I'm scared? Apparently I can't, so that's an interesting thing. So let's just do that, give him another nibble, and you should just be fear running. Well, I guess fear running is the right word, torpor running at this point. Yep, there we go. So let's clear out all of these friendly friends. And I want to get that corpse too, so we don't get like an Archie coming in and just being a bitch. There we go. And hopefully this Uteranus is better than the last one. I mean, it was still like pretty good. Yeah, look how much more health this one has. 48,000. It's still not great. It definitely would have died in 2 bites still from our Basilisk, so I did talk about it in the initial video with the Basilisk, that we would eventually hit a point where we're just too strong. And we might be starting to hit that point, which is an unfortunate thing. But, okay, let's get this girl all tamed up, and then I want to try and find a male, and then I'll decide based on the Uteranus' stats. Kind of what I'm thinking is like how I talked about the end of the last video of doing our Deodons. I actually changed my mind and bounced over to this. Maybe we'll also look for some R-Pigs in this one too, and then talk about them both. So, I kind of like that idea, so I think that's the way we're going to lean. Alright guys, so we are now out in Asgard to hunt down some Deodons. I don't think I've actually talked about why I need either of these for the boss fight either. So, yeah, let's talk about that while we're searching. So, first off, we did manage to get a male Uteranus, and I double-checked the footage of the very first one that we tamed in the Owl video. That one had, like, really good health. I don't remember what its point count was, but it was, like, it was solid. So we might have better health at base. But this male is passing down nothing except maybe his 30 points into food, because, of course, he got 30 points in the food. But we've got 28 health, and then 28 stamina, 27 weight, 27 melee, which is good. Like, that's just really solid. I don't know off the top of my head what we have for Deodons, so this is going to be definitely a bit of an adventure. Hello, Titanosaur. So the reason why we want Uteranuses is they're different roars. So you guys probably got to notice a little bit while we were taming them that their roars do different things. Oh, I don't think I actually even said too. I didn't record taming the male because it was an absolute clusterfuck. Like, it was on like a little island, and it ran off into the water, and I kept having to try and, like, herd it back, like, onto land, and it almost drowned. And then it got, like, stuck in a crevasse. It was so fucking stupid. But, so the Uteranuses we want because of their roars. So you usually see the fear roar, but Uteranuses also have a courage roar, and what that does is it just boosts the damage of allies that are affected by the courage roar. So that's really good because it both makes your creatures deal more damage while also taking less damage. So obviously very, very useful, especially for the higher tier bosses, because you can like really stretch out what your creatures can do. Now the Deodons, though, the reason why we want them is they have like their AoE healing that kind of shows up whenever you're trying to like fight them. Can I hit you? Sir, there we go. Got him. But yes, it pops up whenever, like, you're trying to... This guy actually probably could show it off here, potentially. That is a max level. I really wish I had planned that. Let's try and get a good bite in here. Everybody. So please, I think he's okay. Nibble? There we go. So now he should come over to us and... Oh, nope, because he's torpor running. Don't run by the Archie, bro. Don't run by the other Archies. No, leave the Archies alone. Alright, well, he didn't really get to show it off, at least that I got to see. And yeah, because their food is pretty full. But Daeodons have an AoE healing, which I will definitely try my best to point out when it's happening, that will heal everything around them. It's not like... It's very similar to the Snow Owls here. Oh, there's another 116 over there. Okay, we're going on an adventure over yonder. But it's very good. It's not as good as, like, the Snow Owls heal, where the Snow Owl just, like... That hurt my feelings. That made me... Why? No! Ever since you've gotten that hat, you've just chosen not to listen to me. Remember, I'm the master here, and I could kill you anytime I want. Gonna make you want to mate, but there's no one around. Deal with it. But the heal isn't as good as, like, the Snow Owl's heal, but it's still a really solid, very strong AoE heal. And again, it just helps to kind of, like, further push your creatures as far as they can go. And Daeodons are one that are going to be, like, really weird, because we're going to try and do... They're usually awkward in boss fights, because the general, like, rule of thumb with them is you want to weigh them down with food, and put them on a different whistle command than other creatures, so that they don't end up in the fray. But I think for mine, I want to breed them so they can fight, because Daeodons are actually relatively strong. So we might, like, go really... we might go really ham with the mutations. You feel free to unsubscribe for that one. That was really bad. But we might... Oh, that's a lot of melee. That actually would be really good if we get a good melee stat. So with Daeodons, though, you're mostly looking for food, because their heal drains their food stat. So the more food you have, the longer they can heal. So Tyrannuses, when you're doing mutations specifically for bosses, you want to do stamina, because that dictates how often they can roar, and health, so that they stay alive longer, whereas Daeodons, you usually do health and food. But we're probably going to do kind of the whole spectrum with them, both of them, because Tyrannuses are actually really strong. They're on par with Rexes for raw damage, so I would really like to do potential, like, boss armies of Tyrannuses, because I think that could be fun to do. Also, this Daeodon is killer. 29 health, 29 melee. That's what I like to see. So, okay, if we can get, like, a halfway decent food stat, we got 25 right now, which is good, and I could settle for that, but I would like to find more, which they're apparently just, like, fucking handing us Daeodons. There's a third one over here, which is why I like to look for them over here. Like, you can find them, they're from Genesis Part 2, but I have just, like the Dire Wolves, I just like to do stuff over here. Like, it just feels better. I don't know why. Maybe we should consider... And I kind of want to float this idea. If people have an opinion, you know, do let me know. I'm kind of, like, considering moving to another map, whether it be Ragnarok or just because I like Rag a lot, or this one, you know, because we've been doing so much over here as it is. And with us doing bosses soon, it could be nice to just move over here to do right where we're doing boss fights and hunting down artifacts. But that is enough rambling. Let us continue our search, try and get at least one more Daeodon. I see one over there. Are you good? Are you a good pig? You are not. Fantastic. But yeah, let's continue our hunt and try and, you know, get a good porker. You know, I don't think I got to show it off, but I think this, like, redwoods, not even redwoods, this red grassy area of Asgard is one of my favorite places on this map. It's so beautiful. Like, it just looks good. And I like a lot of the creatures, too, that only spawn in this area. Like, this, you can actually get our Acros over here. They're just, like, a rare spawn, and they're usually, like, around, like, there's a castle in the middle of a lake. As well as Arthylus. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a castle, it's a small town in the middle of the lake, which is, it's still super cute. Like, I love all the towns in Fjordur. There's a lot of, like, abandoned townships where you actually can harvest vegetables from. A lot of them are in the overworld, which is, like, super helpful early game. So you don't have to, like... Hello? Oh, it's a Bracky. It's just like, what the fuck is that? But so you don't have to just like berry tame herbivores, which is fantastic. This one doesn't have any. It's just like an aesthetic town, but it's still like really nice. You know, it's really funny. When I was taming the Uterances, I randomly stumbled into a 120 theory that I accidentally bit and knocked out. And we found a 120 Paleo Rex. And I was like, well, it would be rude to not tame it, it feels like. Especially since we're probably going to go the Paleo Rex route. The only competition would be like Tech Rexes, which we still might do. I'm honestly not sure. All Rexes look good, with the exception of like the base vanilla one. And I will stand on this mountain. You know, I've been looking for this Deodon for so long. But this is the effect I was talking about. You can see how big the AoE of it is, actually. And there we go. And something that's like worth noting, because really, it's not something you're going to have to worry about a lot when taming Deodons. I only have to worry about it because of my Basilisk, is how they drain food. So if you get them to do their heal, they will just drain a ton of their food, so they just like insta-tame, which is great. But usually because my Basilisk knocks them out so fast, I actually have to sometimes wait around for them to like fully wake up. And there we go. A nice, lovely pigette to go with our pig. Is our pig... So is it a pigette? Okay, our first one, it was male. Fantastic. Oh! I didn't even notice 32 melee. Oh, that's really good. Okay. I can dig this. All right, well, I think I'm going to look around a little bit more for some more Deodons, and then I think I'm going to head back to center, and we'll go over the stats that we got and kind of figure out a game plan from there. So yeah, guys, I will just catch you guys in a good bit of time. Okay, guys, so I was wrangling all of our stuff together, and apparently I've actually been taming quite a few Deodons. I knew I'd been working on it, but I couldn't remember exactly how many I tamed. I had like 8-ish. Well, we have 8-ish in total. That's the right word. And our Deodons are actually like super good. Like so we have the one that got 32 points into melee and the one that got 29 into health. But apparently I already had one with 37 points into oxygen. That's super important. No, it's not. I'm just salty. Where is it? Oh, there's 35 oxygen. I remember getting those. But this one, 31 food, and we've got 28 weight. So it's a weird thing to say that the lowest stats for our Deodons are 28. But our X-Uterances are actually like just on par. So it's basically not much of an improvement from what I talked about earlier, except the other male that I had has 29 base health points. So it's 29 health, 28 melee, and then 27 in the other two stats. Also, it's all between two. Also, I don't know if other people were able to like get a good look at the Uterances on... Oh, it's actually kind of hard to see. The main thing I like is like all the stripe patterns, and they have blue eyes, which is actually like very cool. Uterances' eyes are normally a different color, but I like the blue because I like blues. But yeah, so I'm really happy with these. I think the last thing that we need to do is find our blueprints potentially, and maybe make a saddle for them. So we've got that 71 Uteranacell. I feel like I have better for both of them. Yeah, so we're looking at 84.7 for Uteranus and 88.1 for Deodons. This one's way better. Actually, the one thing I want to check is in here, because I know I've been getting a lot of random saddles that I've been holding on to, as you can see. Because I've been meaning to tame a Helicoprion to potentially, yeah. Like, I'm looking at the Deodon saddles. I have 3 here that are all just better than any of the ones that we could potentially do. The Uterances, though, not so much. So I think what we'll do is maybe hold off on crafting some stuff and maybe try to go for a Helicoprion or 2 and potentially like breed out a pair so we can really up the crafting skill stuff for them. Because if you level it enough, if I remember right from the little bit that I messed with them, if you level... Wait, was that the artifact of the Skylord? Oh shit. I lost a bunch of my artifacts when we like moved bases. because for some reason I like had them in a bag and then I just never picked up the bag, and yeah, we lost like all of them. I think actually all of my artifacts are currently out. So actually, yeah, I think they're all out right now. That means that we're only missing one for the dragon, and it's the artifact of the strong, which I can get here. It's actually in the cave over there that we ran so long ago now. So that's actually really cool. We'll probably still go for the Skylord again. But yeah, there's a lot of like random little things that we got to figure out what to do now. So yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done to try and work our way towards bosses, as well as just kind of just other projects that I'm working on. Usually when I try and get a bunch of videos together in a short span, I'm trying to like set up to do a breeding project. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to wrap up today's video, though. I have to take some time and think about what I want to do, because we could really use an otter to try and wrangle up artifacts, get a bunch of them, so we can run multiple boss fights, because while I was talking about potentially moving off of the center, I would like to beat the boss first. So we need to get all of the artifacts for that one first. So that's going to be fun in and of itself. Then there's still, like I was talking about, the Helicoprion to potentially get better blueprints, because I think actually our Spino blueprint that we have, well, we actually have quite a few at this point, so I need to sort my blueprints too. Like, this is a mess. It's not so much a mess as we have over 600 of them. Yeah, our best one is technically this one. Well, we'd probably make this one because the gap in materials is so high. But if we go back to the Chest of Wonders with all the many wondrous saddles, I almost said salads, saddles that I picked up from doing OSDs, as you see, we have these two, plus Lavender has a third one that's even better. So if we could use the Helicoprion to turn one of these into a blueprint, that would be crazy good. So yeah, there's all that. There's doing the mutations. There's a lot of random things. So guys, I'm going to work some more on getting this stuff together, and I will just catch you guys in the next one. I need to get the shotgun out of my hands, because I'm just going to start using this to end the videos all the time. Until then, peace!